It is now precisely 7 o'clock.
Springbok Radio presents World News and Africa Survey.
Good day. It is Wednesday, the 5th of November, 2025, and I greet you all here from the banks of the Great Orange River in the Northern Cape. My name is Wynand de Tooy, and today I'm going to talk to you about current matters in South Africa. The fact that South Africa is in shambles is undeniable today. Undeniably true that from collapsing of infrastructure, corruption, nepotism, murders, looting, violence, to a failed attempt by the government of national unity to rectify the mistakes of governing, which has occurred over the last couple of years. Actually, since 1994. The Trump ultimatum on Black Economic Empowerment, BEE, sees the foolhardy attitude by enforcing more BEE laws. The recent indaba of the ANC, the Government of National Unity's 10 different party leaders, the result is actually more BEE laws. And that does nothing good for us. It is as if, or since Donald Trump made his announcement on BEE and the fact that they allow Afrikaners to immigrate to the United States, giving them refugee status, if they were infected by any of the crimes in South Africa, then they are welcome in the United States of America. So the first thing we see that happened was, of course, the shock that went through the country, because the word Afrikaner has been acknowledged for the first time in 140 years by any major or dominant leader in the Western world. But since this has happened, it is sort of a door that has opened, creating, of course, a boost of confidence for Afrikaners to come forward and speak out about the situation in South Africa. This boost of confidence that has come to the Afrikaner people has led to a next battle of who represents who is right and who is wrong, who is the real leader or leaders of the Afrikaner grouping, or the Afrikaans-speaking people of South Africa. And I don't consider that as a very important issue, because we have been emboldened by Trump's invitation, by Trump's move. We even now see that false narratives comes to fore, government-initiated declarations by well-known liberals in South Africa, liberal Afrikaners. Yes, you get liberals here in South Africa as well. A government stage project to put these people together in an effort to counter the stream of evidence that is leaving this country towards America and the Western world by means of social media, declarations, and of course, we easily forget that the United States got their ears on the ground in South Africa, and they know exactly what is happening in South Africa. So to make a false statement by the government, the Department of International Relationships, DIRCO, who welcomed this declaration by 44 Afrikaners that nobody is allowed to speak for them as Afrikaners, they are actually claiming that they are the leaders of the Afrikaners, which they are not. Because this was the same people before the end of apartheid and the beginning of the collapse of South Africa, which glorified the takeover by the ANC, who glorified their ways of life, their ways and their means, and who systematically was forcing the Afrikaans language to one side. It's the same people that formed opinions of youngsters, and it's the same people who refuse to acknowledge the total collapse of the situation and the government in South Africa. From my side, it is quite clear that talks, politics, petitions, leadership issues, nothing of that is going to save this country from the course on which it is currently. And that is the self-destruction direction. South Africa is going to self-destruct within the near future. Collapse of funding, collapse of productivity, of the capability to produce, to mine more, and everything that goes with it. Because BEE is taking out all the knowledge, all those people who know how. So this know-how is leaving the country for better opportunities. So the BEE laws that they enthusiastically impose on the working sector in South Africa is going to assist in a quicker total collapse. With a country in shambles like this, there is nothing that is left. Nothing can save the country. Nothing can turn it around. It doesn't matter which political party, group, or leaders came into power in South Africa by whatever means, will be able to reverse the current situation in the country. The country is bankrupt. There's not enough money. All public services are through spec with corruption, theft. There's no ethos in anything that's being done except self-enrichment. We see a police force that is greatly impoverished by the lack of integrity. We see a military that is close to collapsing due to a fact that there is no funding, not sufficient funding for maintenance. And a lot of money, most part of it, 60%, goes to our salaries of the military. So if we look at this situation, there's nothing to be left of South Africa to rule over except the ashes of the country. That is eventually where we are heading. And that's why I say strict towards the old saying, if you want peace, prepare for war. If you want to survive, prepare to survive. And if you want to survive, join HBB. Become a part, no matter where you are in the world, the little contribution that you can make, financially, morally, or what you can do to support HBB will be greatly appreciated, because this great God-given task to create a plan to safeguard those people with the same values, morality, religion than us are all welcome, where we can jointly create a new future for our children and grandchildren. We are an organization who is preparing for the day when there's nothing left, a sort of Armageddon defense, Armageddon self-protection. That's why we are here and for nothing else. But that day is coming now, closer every day. So we must be ready and well prepared for the day when everything is gone. That day, just before the ashes are left, we should be able to look after ourselves, our people, in an organized fashion, in an organized way. Otherwise, we will also succumb to the violence. Enjoy your condensed milk coffee today, and I'm back with you guys next week, Wednesday, again, when we have our next English broadcast. Have a nice week.